I know what the questions are.
Oh, no, you're just gonna...
Oh, the spot!
Off the dome.
Oh my god!
Off the top.
Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
Hold on, let me switch this out.
Okay, first of all, just tell me a little bit about what basketball means to you.
Well, basketball pretty much means everything to me. Like it keeps me going. It keeps me active. Makes sure I stay fit. Also, you get to meet like-minded people who also play basketball. Get to connect with other people, which is what sport is a great metaphor for connecting.
Basketball's an amazing sport, man. Like it honestly it's a great takeaway from all of the problems and worries and troubles that I have in every day-to-day life. And literally, when I step on the court, I'm engulfed within it. I'm enveloped within it. It's like a own little separate world, my little separate bubble that I'm in, and it's an amazing experience, man.
So, first of all, just tell me a bit about your history with basketball in general.
So I think it was around when I was in like year 10. I had a friend that was playing sort of National League basketball, and he was just like, oh, I think you really just enjoy basketball. So I came to one of the training sessions that he had with his team, his national team, and I just enjoyed it. And then as it went on, we were playing school tournaments and just playing outside tournaments as well, joining local league as well. And then I just started getting into it. I started playing basketball in like sixth form, and it's just a completely different sport to what I played before. You know, it's like tight knit. You got to really it's a family on the court basically. You got to be a family.
Okay, tell me about some inspirations, basketball-wise, on off the court.
Some inspiration. So there's like one particular player who's that really has a big impact on me. Plays in the NBA named Jimmy Butler. But the reason why he does have a big impact on me is because this guy really came from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like he had the roughest of times when he was younger. Was homeless at 13. Had to go live at many different friends' house. Played basketball still. Like for someone to go through all that hardship and still be as great as he is today, just shows that it's very possible. It's very possible to achieve what you want to achieve and enjoy what you're doing it. So.
One major person I'd say would be Kobe Bryant. Obviously, Mamba mentality. For those of you who don't know, it's just like it's a mentality that you have just to never give up and never settle for less and never skimp out on anything that you feel you deserve and that you should have in life. And that's something that I try to implement both on the basketball court and off in real life as well. So Kobe Bryant is a main inspiration of mine, as well as Damian Lillard. A guy, he's had a lot of adversity, a lot of doubters, a lot of haters, and yet he's still able to overcome that and still become the player he has become today, and he's known for being a killer on the court. So he's also one of my main inspirations.
I have a few, to be fair. My main one is Kevin Durant. As soon as I started watching basketball, I just fell in love with his play style and what he can do on and off the ball, and it sort of made me sort of turn into that sort of play style in a sense, and it sort of adapted the way I played. I was sort of watching him every now and again on YouTube, and trying to incorporate that in my training sessions and so on and so forth, and it just helps me out a lot with spacing and everything else. The others that I have are Kobe. His just mentality is just insane. He'll go above and beyond, even if the game he might have lost the game, but he'll still go above and beyond with it. And it's just that mentality that you need to have, especially when you're playing team sports as well, just to keep going no matter what the result is. So.
An NBA player who I think is just phenomenal, LeBron James. Obviously, he's just that guy is he's not human. Kind of feels like he's not real, but that guy is insane. his drive on and off the court, he like his longevity, like his been around a long time. He's gonna be around like even like he's got a lifetime Nike deal. Like he's gonna be around, and he's a good example as well. He's like I was thinking like you never see LeBron in the press for nothing bad, like never ever. And sometimes in like athletes, they get in trouble, blah blah blah. But he's just like he's a great role model, example. Like he's just I reckon he's like the pinnacle of black success.
So, speaking of like athletes and stuff, you have athletes like LeBron James, like Serena Williams, Colin Kaepernick. They're using their voice beyond the court. As a black athlete yourself, do you think it's important to use your voice beyond the court?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now I don't really use my voice that much, but I do see the impact that it has on people, or people of color like myself, who might be in a situation where they've been discriminated against because there's a color skin within the sport that they're playing in. Like I think I don't know if you can ask a question later on, but when especially when I came to UEA, like before I even played basketball, when I started meeting people, everyone was like, "Oh, you play basketball, innit?" Like, because I'm tall, I'm black, and just like, whoa, like you don't ask me what my name is yet, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I can definitely see how it can definitely impact, and I definitely see the importance of being able to speak out, and well, yeah, I'm just like sharing experience. Sharing experience, no matter how much you're being discriminated against, definitely share how it is, and yeah.
Definitely. I feel like within the athlete community and within the sporting community, having those voices and having those people as like figureheads to be able to point to, like you said, like LeBron James, like Serena Williams, like Colin Kaepernick, who are all very vocal people, who are all very headstrong people as well, but they know how to use their voice correctly, and they're not really, or for the most part, they're not really seen as arrogant. Like they know how to use their voice to get their point across in a way that doesn't come across as aggressive or arrogant, and I feel like that's really, really important, especially for athletes of our age and of our level of playing as well, to have those figureheads and to have those people to point to, just to be like, yeah, they're doing it. They're doing well. Why can't I?
Definitely, it's definitely important because you seem to sort of represent like the masses when you've got such a big platform and a big voice. There's a lot of pressure as well. You got to make sure you're kind of like in the right, I guess. You got to voice your opinion, strongly, correctly. Just in the right manner. And like I said, I think like those athletes that you mentioned provide a great example of how you should do that, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if you're in that sort of position, you sort of need to be able to use that voice for the greater good, not just in your sport, but in society as well. Like raising awareness to different problems, like Serena Williams was raising awareness for like refs being sort of like stereotypical towards her, and like how they're sort of like being a bit biased towards her because like her recent success and so on and so forth. Like all the shootings and stuff that's going on in America, like all the athletes are stepping up, being advocates, taking on that responsibility that people don't think they should have had. And especially with LeBron James with his More Than an Athlete campaign at the moment, it's really inspiring to see what he can do off the court. Although he's a big name in sports anyway, he's becoming a big name in sort of like politics and so on and so forth, being able to change legislations in America as well. So it's really good.
So obviously we've started our campaign now, the More Than a Panther campaign. You're the president again, you've been here for a very long time now. Talk to me about the sense of community and just togetherness that the Panthers have.
Oh man, every year it seems like it's just, I mean, since I've been here, I met so many amazing people. And even at the end of this academic year, I'm actually going to Hong Kong with one of my friends that I met in the first year, that stayed with me for about 2 more years since he was already here before. So the community is massive. It's massive. I like how we are very well connected with the women's team. That we have so much together, and But for me personally, I mean, I've been in the team since I've been here, and like every year we always get these amazing people. We connect, we chill pretty often, and everyone just has a really big personality. So you definitely want to be part of the community. Like there's so much love, so much authenticity, and it's just lovely. It's really lovely to be around.
Cool.
I feel like that in itself is just a great scheme within itself, just purely because understandably there can be certain situations where people will feel like their achievements on court are like overshadowed, even off court as well, like their achievements in general are just overshadowed. So I feel like the More Than a Panther campaign really helps to highlight those achievements and make those people feel like those achievements are what they are, which are great, and what they've done is actually very impactful regardless of the achievement, whether it's on court, whether you've contributed to the game in a very important manner, or whether it's off court, whether you've helped the community in a way. Like whether it's on court or off court, I feel like the More Than a Panther campaign really helps to highlight those achievements and really let the person know that what they've done is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, so to bring it a bit more to home now then, obviously you've been here 3 years now, been a Panthers player the whole time. Tell me what it's like being a Panther and being a part of, the Panthers community.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's a family. Like on the court, off the court, like it's just, you got to be that way inclined as well. Like, when you're on the court, it's kind of, there's moments where you're like, everyone's got to be on the same page, we're all working to the same goal, and you can feel the energy when things are going right on the court, or off the court things go right. It tends to happen on the court as well, so it's important to keep that family mentality around.
Every year that I've been here, this is more on the competitive side anyway, but every year I've been here, we've been achieving much more every single year. For example, like last year we finished second in Bucks. That's never happened before, especially in Division 2. The year before that, we was in the semi-finals, semi-final cup against Loughborough, which we lost by 1 point. So that was pretty big. We've achieved a lot since I've been here. So yeah, it's definitely been big. And also, and as the year goes by, I always miss, I love meeting people. There's just been more amazing people from different countries, and being able to connect with them, even though they just came abroad for like a year and stuff like that. It's just like, it's crazy, and we still talk to this day, so it's nice.
Being a Panther, being part of the team, it's amazing. Like being part of the community, being part of the team, being part of that sense of togetherness. It's amazing, honestly. Like both the men's and the women's team, we're all just like one team. It's not really separate in that way. The only thing that separates us literally is our sex, and I feel like having that such a strong sense of community is really amazing. It's just, that there are people there around you, brothers and sisters that you can rely on, and brothers and sisters that you can go to at any point, whether it's anything to do with basketball, whether it's any advice that I could give you or you could give me about basketball, or any advice that you could give about life in general. Like everyone is always there for you, and everyone makes that very clear as well. Like it's always known within the community that we're all there for each other, and we're all one team, we're all one basketball community, we're all one UEA Panthers.
Obviously you're new to the university, but how have you felt about the Panthers so far in the sense of community that we're trying to build here?
I've loved every minute of it. I honestly, it's been an eye-opening experience for me. Just the jump from sort of sixth form to obviously come to uni. I sort of felt out of place to sort of begin with. I wasn't really confident with school and so on and so forth. So when I came to the first drop-in session for Panthers, I was sort of just shy. I wasn't really trying to do much. And then as it kept going on, I just sort of naturally just fit in, and it just made me feel like this is just like a whole different family for me. And all those guys like Jydell, Sean, Chris, all of those guys just make me feel like family, and they really just brought home towards me, and I feel grateful.
Lovely. Is there